welcome back to the second installment of my How to Become a Blogger series here on my channel. If you haven't seen the first one already, I will go ahead and link it somewhere here. But in that video, it's basically an intro and it really dives into how to find your niche, what you should blog about, basically how to get set up on your blogging platform of choice, and just some tips on things that I wish I knew before I started my blog. Today's video is really going to go into how to make money blogging, which is pretty much the number one question I get asked whenever I talk about how I'm a blogger and how I make money from it. Now, before I start off this video, like I said in my first video, which you really should watch if you haven't already, if you set out to become a blogger just to make money, you're gonna fail miserably just because it takes, I mean, for me personally, it's different for everybody, and I'm only really speaking for myself and kind of like the more fashion and beauty niche. I started my blog about 2.5 years ago, and I can say, at least for me personally, it's been such a struggle to actually get a steady income from blogging only. That's why a lot of bloggers do a bunch of different other things rather than just write up their blog post and submit it in order to make money. So I've only been able to really make a steady stream of income after the first, I would say 2 years, maybe a little bit less, but it's definitely pushing the more 2-year mark. Before 2 years, even a year and a half, I was struggling. I mean, I had another job, so I was, obviously getting income from that. But as far as like making a steady income, it took a couple years of really hard work and a lot of trial and error. I thought I was doing things the right way for a long time, and then I would switch it up, and then I would switch it up again. So I'm here to tell you how I personally make money from blogging after 2.5 years. It's different every single month. I don't make the same exact amount every single month just because I make money in so many different ways through my blog. Basically, there are 3 different ways of how to make money blogging that I have found. There are a lot more ways for bigger bloggers, but we're kind of just, I'm assuming that a lot of you guys watching are just starting out, or else you probably would already know this information. But if you do have a ton of followers, way more than I would ever have, then there are a lot more opportunities for you to make money as far as appearances at events, being on panels, public speaking things, working with like top brands and maybe doing a whole advertising campaign with them. I don't personally have experience doing those things, so I'm not really gonna go down that list, but I'm basically just gonna go down a few of the main ways that I make money. We're gonna go ahead and start with the first one. The very first one, and the number one way that I make money through blogging, is sponsored posts. So you'll know it's sponsored because you're legally obligated to put somewhere along the lines of "this is a sponsored post" or "thank you for collaborating" at the bottom of your post. And if, for you guys wondering out there that just started a blog and are like, how in the world am I supposed to get sponsored posts? I hear about it all the time. How much traffic do you need? Where do you get them? Well, let me just be frank with you. Brands do not just approach you if you are, only been blogging for a year or 2 years. A lot of times they will approach you to send you stuff, but at least in my experience, they never really, I get them occasionally, but they never really say, hey, I would like to pay you for a sponsored post. I'm gonna give you a couple $100s. That's usually not how it's done. Usually the way that I get paid through doing sponsored posts is by pitching to brands, but also mainly just signing up for affiliate advertising networks. And a lot of these places, you actually have to be accepted into their program. You have to either have a certain amount of social followers, like on your networks combined, or on each platform, depending on what they want, or you have to have a certain amount of blog traffic that they can see. So if you don't have that, then you wouldn't be able to join, but that's just another incentive that I work towards to, really raise the numbers that I was getting on my blog, as well as my social platforms. So yeah, you do have to apply to most of these places, but a lot of them, you don't have to have like a ton amount of followers for you to be accepted into their program. Some of the places that I like to work with, so basically these companies will send me opportunities, send me exactly what I need to do for certain brands, exactly how much they're gonna pay me, and then the deadlines to see if I'm interested. So some of them that I currently work with all the time, Collectively is a really good one. I think that one is the one that I work with the most. And I will link all of these below so you guys, if you want to apply or something like that. The other one that I work with second most is shopstyle, shopsense. Another one is Acorn Influencers and Mode Media. those are the ones that I like to work with for sponsored posts in particular. So there's a few ways you can do the sponsored posts. Either they send you a product and you either wear it on your blog if you're fashion, you try it out. If it's like a lipstick from a beauty brand for beauty, if it's, you know, if you're in the food niche, no matter what your niche is, there will be a sponsored post opportunity for you. Like giveaways, you can do giveaways, what else? Reviews, even if you just mention a product, which is what I sometimes like to do. Most of the time I just either wear the product on my blog or I mention it, or if it's kind of like agreed upon, I'll talk about it in an entire post and do a review. So the second way that I make money, and like right under number one, this is a competitive second, it's affiliate linking. So if you guys don't know what affiliate linking is, it's basically a way to make commission off selling products. So it's almost like you're an online salesperson. So the good thing about affiliate commission is the more clicks you get and the more sales you get, the more money you make. That means that the longer you have your blog, the more audience you gain and the more money you can potentially make off those clicks and buys. So for instance, if you go on my blog and you either go, let's say, to the shop page, all of those products have their own individual commission attached to them. So if someone were to either click, depending on the program I'm kind of like working with for that product, they either get a commission per click or per buy. So most of them are per buy, and it's not like a huge commission, but depending on how much traffic that you actually pull in from your blog, and not just traffic, but people wanting to click, people that find you trustworthy, that respect your opinion, that know that you're linking things that are actually good quality, and that that's a brand that you back personally, and really determines how much money you make. So I can't tell you a ballpark figure even. You can make, I know, I've made in the very beginning a couple cents, and then I've gone all the way up to a couple $100s a month, depending on what it is, and how, you know, how much I'm linking. That really depends. If you link everything, then you're gonna make more money that way, but I don't link everything just because it sometimes kind of looks spammy. And I definitely don't link everything in my YouTube channel, but some of the places that I like to work with for affiliate linking is, and again, these you also have to be approved into. The number one programs I like to work with are Shopstyle Collective. They're my favorite, and I didn't work with them for a long time just because they were kind of new, like when I first started blogging, and now a lot of people use them. They have such a great website to navigate. It's so easy, it's so seamless to find your products on there and link them, and I just love that website. Other ones are Rakuten Link Share. I work with them. Recently, I just signed up for Amazon Associates, I believe, and that one's really, really good. Okay, so let's say, for instance, I like this dress and I want to link it on my blog, and it's also sold on Amazon Associates, or Affiliates, I forgot what it's called. But basically, what I would do is I would log into my Amazon Associates account. I would search for this dress. I would find my exact link that I would use to get commission for the dress, and then I would link it on my blog. So when one of my blog viewers or readers clicks on that link, it will direct them through my portal to the Amazon link to that dress. And let's say that they buy the dress. So if they buy the dress, I get a certain commission for the purchase of their dress. And then with Amazon, I believe it's for the next, like, I want to say it's like the entire day after that. If they buy anything else from Amazon, if they buy this dress and they're like, oh, I need toilet paper, or oh, I need, you know, like a necklace or something. You also get a commission off anything they buy after that dress that they just purchased at a lower commission rate. So that is really great for Amazon, because a lot of people don't just buy one thing on Amazon. They realize they need food or tape or random stuff. So you'll get a commission for hours after they buy that dress just for linking on Amazon. So yeah, I love that one. The other one that I just got approved for is FameBit, and that one is for YouTube and bloggers, but I've been recently using it for blogging only. The third way that I get paid for blogging is through display ads. So I can either work with a lot of different companies. One is Rakuten Link Share, Google AdSense, or I can have some kind of contract set up with a company like Lulu's, or things like that, to where I either put a banner on my site, or I will link some words on my site that permanently live on my site, either for whatever amount is specified in the contract. So I could put the banner up on my site for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then I get a commission of either clicks or purchases that people click on through that banner. You definitely have to employ Google Analytics to know how to track that, and usually the retailer tracks that for you, obviously, because they're the one paying you, but I'll get into Google Analytics later. So yeah, that's basically the 3 main ways that I get paid. And then I also forgot to mention, you can also do sponsored posts for social media. I've actually done that one time on Instagram, and I didn't like it because it looks a little bit spammy and it doesn't look authentic as much as it does like in a blog post if you guys have already seen me talking about it before. So yeah, you could do that in that way as well. But other than that, those are the main ways that I make money. And let me tell you, at first it is nickels and dimes for the entire first year to year and a half of me doing it. And then I gradually started making money through my blog only. After the first 2 years, and now I make quite a bit of money just from blogging. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. There is another thing that I wanted to just throw out there to you guys, just because it's my personal experience and I feel like it has happened with a lot of different bloggers. After having my blog, a lot of people started recognizing me online, just for the fact that I produce, you know, good quality content. It's not like the best ever, but I'm still, you know, just working and learning like everybody else. So through the opportunity of me having my blog, I've been presented with a lot of different opportunities to make money outside of my blog, but because of my blog, if that makes any sense. A few months ago, I was approached to write blog posts for another company. It's actually a group of malls in Southern California. It is so random. And they have like a blog on their mall's website. And so basically they pay me monthly just to write posts and create content for them. And I would have never gotten that opportunity if it hadn't been for having my blog. So basically, since I am a personal influencer and a creator and I'm a blogger, they saw my blog. It's honestly a great resume piece if done right and if like, you know, really perfected over the years, that I was able to do an opportunity like that, and I get paid a lot of money through doing that as well. So you never know where blogging is gonna lead you. It's opened so many channels for me. I've met so many great people. I've made quite a lot of money even during college when I was like a poor college student. Blogging was helping me like, you know, every month here and there. At first it was a couple $100s and then it kind of grew from there. So yeah, definitely have persistence when you do it. Don't be discouraged. I was shot down so many times. In the beginning, I thought that the way you made money through blogging, because I didn't know any bloggers, was basically to email companies like marketing teams, which sometimes was a good thing because, you know, we would end up doing a giveaway or something out of it, but 90% of the time they would be like, no thank you, like goodbye. So you get shut down so many more times in the beginning, you know, compared to the times where you actually get to work with a company. And at first I would recommend approaching Etsy shops, basically just building your portfolio. Think of yourself almost as like a photographer or a writer or something like that, just because for photographers and writers, it's not just that easy to where you have to create your content and put it out there on the internet and then you'll get paid that way. No, these people actually have to build actual portfolios. They have to show numbers, they have to show talent, and that's what bloggers have to do. Creating a media kit is also very helpful, showing how many people visit your blog, unique visitors, showing what types of posts you like to post about, showing how good your photography is, and also the most important thing is showing brands that actually have worked with you in the past. So even if you're not getting paid, work with brands, work with mom and pop shops, work with boutiques in your area, so that when a bigger brand does contact you, you'll have something to show and be like, I've, you know, worked with all of these brands, you should work with me too. So that's the tips that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Make sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! Another thing I wanted to mention in this video is basically you really, like I said in the beginning, is you have to be passionate about the content you're writing. People are so smart nowadays, and I thought people were dumb, like honestly, back in the day. That sounds super harsh, but I thought 2 years ago, oh, people are gonna wanna read about, you know, what I think about this lipstick that is not on the market and basically is something that I've had for 5 years. I would write about the randomest stuff.